We are live from Reaper Stadium as Fox Valley Television welcomes you in for the 106th meeting of the War on 34. Tonight, the Plano Reapers take on the Sandwich Indians in an I-8 conference battle. Last Friday, the Reapers held Piatone scoreless in the first half and then cruised to a 33-13 victory. They are now back at 500 and hoping to add another victory at home tonight. While on the other side of the coin, the Indians have dropped 3 straight and lost to I-8 conference leader Coal City last week, 21-0. The Indians are hoping life on the road can be kind to them and get them back over 500. I am Jim Nowak, accompanied by Jim Gibbons, back in the booth after a 1-week absence. Been a cloudy day, but the temps are in the 60s and there's a south breeze keeping the chill away so far, hopefully blowing away any would-be showers as well. Sandwich coach Chris Casey brings the Indians in with a 1-3 conference record, looking to up their win total and climb up the conference standards. The offense has been positive scoring 40 points twice and 30 or more in 2 other games. Plano head coach R.J. Haynes has his offense clicking as well. The Reapers have won 3 out of the last 4 games and averaged 33 points in those victories. A home win tonight could give the Reapers 3 conference victories and keep them on the conference leader Coal City's heels. If they can win at least 2 of their last 3 games, they can become playoff eligible. Kickoff is only moments away. 2 high-powered offense meet tonight at Reaper Stadium. With more on tonight's matchup, further insight from Jim Gibbons.
Hey Jim, how's it going today?
It's going well, thank you.
I love it. Love being at Reapers Field. They always make you feel welcome with the fireworks and the hometown. It's always great. But I think some of the advantage of today's game is going to be, both teams are midway through the season right now, so they've kind of settled into their routines. So I think this is going to be a battle of the defenses. I think the defensive stops is definitely going to make a difference, and we'll see what the impact of any turnovers will be as well.
True, yes. So the kickoff by the Sandwich Indians rolls to about looks like the Yorkville 39-yard line, where they will take over 1st and 10. Reapers come out with their first possession of the first half. Bryson Schmidt, number 8, leads the troops out of the shotgun snap. Snap, handoff up the middle. Looks like that's a gain of about 3 or 4 yards by Torrey Jackson, number 33.
Stopped by Brian Leon here for the Indians.
Looks like that'll be a 4-yard pickup, so it'll be 2nd and 6 for the Reapers.
6 for the Reapers from the 43.
Lucky in motion. Ball's handed off to Lucky as it's pulled back by Schmidt, and he goes up the middle. It looks like he has enough for the first down, and he's at midfield.
Stopped by number 21, Bomback.
Also, there's number 40, Thurber.
Bomback on the tackle also plays running back, so he is a two-way player. Excellent to see that. So 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line for the Reapers. Schmidt looks over to the coach, gets the call. 1 wide receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Ball is snapped, handed off to Jackson. As he goes up the middle, looks like he'll get a decent gain. About a carry of 5.
Stop on the play here by the Indians, number 23, Sean Smith.
And early so far, the Reapers look like they're moving the ball pretty well. Schmidt out of the shotgun on 2nd down. Lucky in motion yet again. And it looks like he may have moved a little early. Let's see what the call is as there's a flag on the field. Looks like it's false start on the offense, so that'll move the Reapers back 5 yards, and that's been the only thing that's been stopping their offense so far. Looks like that will move them to 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line, if I'm looking at that correctly on the scoreboard. So 2nd and 10. Schmidt out of the shotgun. Indians look like they're going to blitz. Maybe a little early on that movement. It looks like there's going to be offsides on the Indians, and those 5 yards that the Reapers just lost, they gained back on a good cadence by Bryson Schmidt. Bring it up 2nd and 5 from the 45-yard line. Bryson Schmidt calls his own number, tries to go up the middle and go to his right. Really does not have much to go as the tribe of Indians stop him right there.
Stopped by number 51, Leon.
Second down, 5, Plano.
And that'll be 3rd and 5. And we'll see what they do here. Schmidt out of the shotgun. Hands up the middle. Running back Jackson goes to his right. Almost there, but gets a nice shoestring tackle to get him down.
It's number 34, Murphy.
So midfield or so, it'll bring up 4th and short for the Reapers, and we'll see if they'll be going for it on 4th and 2. Looks like they will. Schmidt's out on the shotgun, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Ball's handed off up the middle, and Jackson busts through. Looks like he just may have enough for a first down. Strong running there by Jackson.
Stopped there again by number 51, Leon.
They're moving the chains across the way. It's another
That'll be enough to move the chain, so it'll be a first down for the Reapers
38-yard line.
at the 38-yard line of the Sandwich Indians.
Which is interesting. So far, they've only run off tackle left and right, and that has been it. So they are challenging the defense right now up the middle.
Yep, power footballs. There's a handoff to the left, and he goes to the second level. Excellent yardage to the left side this time for Torrey Jackson, and that may be enough to move the chains yet again.
And number 1, Carrera. They're moving the chains across the way. It's another Reaper. First and 10 at
The Reaper offense has got the crowd going and the band going. It's 1st and 10 once again. Out of the shotgun, ball's handed off the middle. Actually, Schmidt pulls it back and runs to the right. He's got one guy to beat, and he is taken down before. Well, that's a touchdown-saving tackle right there.
Yeah, by number 21, Baumback again.
Excellent tackle, as that's a big game. Looks like he will get him down to 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1 from the 18-yard line. Reapers in the red zone for the first time tonight. Movement on the line. Let's see if they'll call that. Early jump. That cadence may have gotten him again. Dead ball. Encroachment on the defense, and that will move them 5 yards up again.
That will give them the first down.
First 10 inside the 15 at the 13-yard line for Plano.
So 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line for Plano. In the red zone, knocking on the door to score. Ball's handed off up the middle, where Torrey Jackson is met by the whole defensive line of the Indians there.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go as he ran into a wall.
On the stop, number 76.
So minimal gain on that.
Well, you know what they say. You continue to run the play until they stop it.
Yeah, that's true.
You run it until they stop it.
They stopped it for once, but they haven't been able to stop the run so far, as the Reapers have been getting some yards that way. Schmidt calls his own number, goes to his right, and is tackled, and there is a flag on the field.
Brought down by number 1, Carrera.
And let's see what that call is. Wonder if that's a possible.
I think they're going to call it on the quarterback.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle on the Indians.
Oh, it's a personal foul, horse collar tackle on the quarterback. So Schmidt got dragged down. It looked like he went down unorthodox, if you will. So that'll be half the distance to the goal line, I would think.
I don't get
And they'll spot at the 5-yard line.
He did just grab the jersey.
And maybe with the other hand, he may have gotten the collar, and that's what dragged him down. Saved the touchdown, but nonetheless, the Reapers are knocking on the door here. As Schmidt calls his own number to the right, looks like he's going to get in the end zone for a touchdown. And the Reapers take a 6-0 lead on homecoming.
You got it. Looking good. This one started on the 39. They walked down the field pretty impressively this first drive here.
Plano has to be happy with that. Coach R.J. Haynes has to be happy with that as well. It's a great start for them. And they're on for the extra point.
Long sustained drive. And they kept it on the ground. And they kept it on the ground the full run.
Shettles in for the extra point.
Dead ball. Encroachment on the defense.
Encroachment on the defense. So as a result, that may bring it up half the distance to the goal line, I would think. So you're kicking just a couple of yards ahead. But the question is, will you now go for 2 as a result of that call? Let's see what Coach Haynes is thinking. It looks like he's thinking just that. as the Reapers will be going for a 2-point conversion from the 3-yard line. Ball is snapped, handed off up the middle. Jackson keeps the legs pumping, but looks like he will be stopped and will not get the 2-point conversion. So Plano will take a 6-0 lead with 8:07 left in the first quarter. Strong drive, 60 yards. All running, nope, not even one pass we didn't see. So
just off tackle, and every once in a while the quarterback and the option would try to get toward the outside. So
if you look at some of the local leaders in running, Plano has 2 or 3 guys that are up there. Coker, Harris, even Bryson Schmidt is up there. So when you have that, you expect to see the running game early, and that's exactly what you saw in that power running game work to perfection. So an early 6-0 lead by Plano on homecoming night, or at least homecoming game, I should say, not homecoming night. They will kick off to Sandwich, and we'll see what the Indians can do.
This is homecoming. Homecoming is about the football game.
That's true. That's nice. Spoken like a true football announcer there, Jim. Nice call. You are correct.
We got a couple seconds here before the kickoff. I was talking to my daughter, who goes to a different school, and they were going to the dance. Like, well, who won the football game? And they're like, well, we don't know. I'm like, homecoming is all about the football game.
How can you not know that?
I know exactly.
So the Reapers line up kicking from the south to the north, left to right on your television. Lined up, and the kick is up. Short kick, caught at the 30-yard line, and the ball is loose. It looks like
we recovered.
It looks like the ball was loose. I'm not sure who came up with it. It looks like the Reapers did come up with it. Looks like it was number 11, I think, for the Reapers who came up with that. Great play. Let's see who that was. I think that's Connor Kenzel, if I recall correctly, and a great play and a very good opportunity here for the Reapers very early to add to that 6-0 lead.
Once again, we did say at the beginning of the game what we suspected was defense would tell the tale of the tape, along with any turnovers. And so this is the first turnover. Let's see if the Reapers can get 6 out of this.
And the ball's handed off to Jackson once again. He goes up to the 31-yard line for a gain of 4. It's interesting you say that. Oh, sorry, Jim, go ahead.
Stop by number 40, Thurber. Go ahead, Jim.
And it's interesting to see that the special teams was such an early factor.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 6 from the 31.
So they're hitting it on.
Schmidt hands off to the left. And Torrey Jackson breaks one. It looks like he'll have enough for the first down.
Yeah, the stop by number 34, Murphy. So it looks like they're hitting it right now on all cylinders that have been on the field. We got to see what the defense is going to do yet, but
the defense is going to be well rested, and they're going to be loving that they're not going to start, hitting the field till 5 minutes into the game. So Sandwich calls a timeout, maybe just to catch their breath, because it's been nonstop purple so far. All we've seen is the Reapers scoring, special teams, excellent play on the heads-up play there by 11 Kenzel, and quick 6-0 score for Plano. So if you're the Sandwich coach, Kessie, what do you tell your team right now? Just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Everything's okay.
Deep breath. Slow down. They're running off tackle. Get your linebackers. Tell your defensive ends, free up your linebackers so that they can get in. They can make the tackle. It's still so very early in the game, so it's anybody's game right now. Just calm your players down. Get your linebackers more into the game defensively.
Well, and a defensive stop here by Sandwich could change the momentum right back to their side real quickly.
You've got it.
And they could really use that right here. So it's 1st and 10 for the Reapers. Schmidt out of the shotgun. Ball snapped. Fakes the handoff the middle and will take it himself, and will be able to go nowhere as there were 3 or 4 Indians in the backfield. Looks like that was maybe number 76 Conrad with the tackle there, although there was a gang of Indians there just waiting for him. No one was fooled on that one, and maybe that's what the timeout they needed. That seemed to start the defense a little bit better there, but like you said, they've been running the ball, and they're going to power rush this whole time. Lucky in motion. Ball's handed off at the middle. Jackson goes to his right, and he will pick up 4 to 5 yards. Nice solid gain there.
Number 34, Jackson Murphy on the stop there. Who was also in on the last stop, too, as well.
So that'll bring up third down, and we will see what the Reapers dial up here. Out of shotgun, Schmidt fades back, dumps it to his right. Running back gets down inside the 5-yard line where he's tackled. That was 33 Torrey Jackson once again. There's a flag on the field, so let's see what the call is here.
Conrad made the stop on that, so it's like a little screen play.
It looks like with that screen play, he got the extra yardage by the block in the back, so that will move the Reapers back and possibly even out of the red zone.
Ball will be spotted back at the 25-yard line, third down and 17.
So that'll bring up third down and 17 from the 25-yard line, and I expect you'll see the passing once again, although maybe they'll just run up the middle or just run the ball and settle for 3, but I would suspect they'll be thinking end zone early here. Schmidt out of the shotgun, fades back, he's pressured, throws a ball down the middle of the field, into the middle of the end zone, that's a touchdown. Looks like that was number 7, Robert Lucky, and they brought the blitz, and Schmidt took one step back, had enough time to be able to release the pass. Lucky in for a touchdown. Big touchdown play there.
So 2 drives, 12 points. Coach has got to be happy with that. Great play.
So now with a 12-point lead, do you go for 2 is the question. Is it just what you were thinking? I would suspect that they would, but it looks like...
Go for the 2, stretch the team out.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they will line up for. So we'll see if they can execute another 2-point conversion, as their first one was unsuccessful. And unfortunately, they get the same result as the first time, as the pass goes incomplete. And after that, it's a quick 12-0 score, Reapers over Sandwich Indians, and we'll see the Sandwich Indians offense come out for the first time.
Maybe. Well, no. Let's see if the special teams here can get another turnover for themselves.
Yeah, Indian special teams are sure hoping for a better result than their first kickoff.
Yeah.
But 6 minutes into the game, and so far it's been all Reapers rushing so far. They've been dominating the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if that will be a trend that occurs all night, or if that will change.
You know what they're doing is they're getting their guards on their inside linebackers. Number 34 and I think number 40 from the outside have been coming in, so they've got to use their outside linebackers in order to make a lot of these stops. So kudos to the Reapers offensive line.
So number 10, Eli Gonzalez, will be kicking off for the Reapers from the 40-yard line. We will see if the Sandwich Indians can hold on to this kick and start an offensive drive, their first of the evening. Gonzalez checks team, lines up, put the ball, pooch kick. Looks like it's caught as they tried the relatively same idea as they did before. Great catch by number 30.
Extra 32, Nico.
Oh, excuse me, I take that back. It was number 32. You are correct. So the Indians, step 1 is taken care of. They've secured the ball. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line for their first offensive set of the night.
I don't know if that kick was intentional or accidental. Maybe they're just having problems with the kicker today. They haven't put him on the field.
Could be, but they had him thinking. So the Indians come out. Ball's handed off up the middle to the right. Looks like that was number 20, Nicholas Ledinsky. Looks like that was a gain of about 5 for the Indians.
Stop on that was number 11, Kensel. Great job there.
He was the same player who got the muffed kickoff as well.
Yeah.
So very active night for him. Ball's handed off to the right. It's like 20 down to the 40 to the 35 to the 30 down to the 20. One man to beat. Let's see if he made the pylon or not. Waiting for a signal from the referee. It looks like he is out of bounds about the 1-yard line. That was Dylan Bomback star running back for the Indians. Huge gain there, as that's a pickup of about 50 yards.
First and goal to go, Indians at
Looks like he stepped out at the 3-yard line, and so as he dove for the pylon, he did not make it, and it was out at the 3, so it's first and goals at the 3 as they are in the red zone for the first time.
And
Indians knocking at the door.
what a great job reaching for that pylon.
Ball's handed off the middle.
carries, number 20, Bomback.
Number 20, Bombeck. Let's see, the signal is he's not in yet. He's down to the 2-yard line, maybe the 1-yard line. We'll see what they spot it. Be second and goal for the Indians. See if the Reapers can hold them here. So Sandwich offensive line showing their muscle as well early in this first quarter. Running back in motion. Looks like it's a keeper. Doesn't look like it went very far. It was actually Lindinsky who got the ball. It looks like he will pick up a yard. So it'll be
Stop by number 56, Chimick.
On the stop was number 81, Nick Woodhouse.
looks like it'll be third and goal from the 1.
For the Indians.
We'll see if the Reapers can hold here on third. Ball is snapped. Handed off to Bombach, who goes to his right into the end zone for a touchdown, 1-yard touchdown run. Dylan Bombach. And the Plano Indians respond. And just that quickly, score is cut in half at 12-6. As the Indians come on for the extra point. Looks like number 34, Jackson Murphy, will be on for the extra point attempt. Snap is a little high, placed well, kick is up, and it is good. 7 points for the Indians as Plano leads the homecoming game 12-7 with 4:27 left in the first quarter.
But it's a game, though.
It is a game. You wanted to know if Sandwich would respond. They had the muffed kickoff that started them out a little bit, a little bit wobbly. They settled quickly. Great run to the right. Dylan Bombach shows why he's one of the lead running rushers in the conference, and he's right there. Almost 50-yard run, and then a 1-yard plunge by Bombach as well, and we're at 12-7.
So the Reapers defense right now are thinking about ways to contain him, keep him on the inside. Don't let him do that off tackle, get to the sideline.
Looks like 20 Rodriguez is back for the Reapers. And it looks like number 23, Sean Smith, will be in charge of the kicking duties for the Indians. Ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Indians to kick off. More of a squib kick, cut at the 30, ran to his left to the right to the 35, backtracks, and will be dropped about the 33-yard line.
Isaac Glassred on the return.
Stopped by number 20,
Wheeler at number 65.
Lindinsky.
Plano will start first and 10 from their own 33-yard line.
In this guy, excuse me.
And that was Isaac Lazaric with the return of about 3 yards. So on the third possession for the Reapers, they start at their own 33-yard line. First and 10. Good field position so far for the Reapers. Ball snapped, handed off to Jackson. He is met quickly and may not have gotten any yardage out of that.
Stopped by number 26, Murphy. And it's interesting, well, they don't have Bombach in right now, linebacker, giving him a rest.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's been working both sides of the ball. His ball's handed off to the right to Robert Lucky. Looks like he will gain maybe about a yard, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, as all of a sudden the Sandwich defense has tightened up. Excuse me.
Third down is 9 Plano.
Stopped by number 11, Rope.
So it's third down and 9 for the Reapers, and the running game is somewhat stalled on this drive, so we'll see what's in the playbook for 3rd and long.
Well, they got the white side of the field. They got trips left. Let's see.
And Schmidt's looking that way on the crossing pattern. Oh, and it's in the hands and dropped by number 7, intended target, Robert Lucky. Looked like it was a good pass, just could not pull that one in. So they'll bring up 4th and long, and the Reapers will be forced to punt.
All right, so the Indians just put together a good defensive stop here.
And we saw the change in momentum. We'll see if that continues or if the Reapers can stop them as well. Go from there. Number 5, Nate Shettles back to kick.
Which is an interesting kicking formation there right now, if you guys are watching.
Yeah, very wide. And number 21, Dylan Bombach back for the kick, or the punt. More traditional setup on the line. Now that the Reapers move back. High snap. Kick is up. So it's going towards the sideline, and it hit an Indian, but he downs it quickly. Heads up play by the Indians. It would have been disaster, but number 5, Jack Thurer, was able to fall on it and save damage. Oh, but there is a flag down. So let's see what the officials
on the far
talk
side
about.
of the field too. What could that be?
So that's on the kick team side. So we'll see what they
offside
will call here.
Illegal motion.
Yeah, illegal formation possibly could be. Let's stop speculating and see what they say.
Offside.
Yeah, false start on the Reapers. So we'll see if they're going to decline that or take that penalty. Yeah, and Jim, as you said, the PA announcer just noted that they will decline the penalty and they will take over on their side of the field. Looks like it'll be the 34-yard line. So decent field position for Sandwich here. We'll see if rushing will be the choice for the Indians here, as that was very successful on their first drive. So it's like Frieders under center. Ball is handed off up the middle. Just for a couple yards for number 20, Lidniski.
We're going to give the Purple People Reapers the whole defensive line credit for that one and the inside linebacker.
Yeah, they did not seem fooled by that. It looked like it was about a gain of 2 yard lines. As a result, it'll be 2nd and 8 from the 36-yard line. Ball is handed off to the right. They're almost breaking through, almost to the next level, is number 21, Dylan Bombach, but he is tackled.
Gets the ball to the 42-yard line for the 3rd down and 3.
So 3rd down and 3 for the Indians as they got the ball at their 42-yard line.
I don't think that stop. Looked like the stop was number 20, Rodriguez. So you're right, they did break through to the 2nd level here.
Frieders under center once again on 3rd and short. Ball is faked up the middle and spun to the right.
On the carry, number 21 is Dylan Bombach.
Where we're not sure if Dylan Bombach had enough forward momentum to get the first down, but he's close. But we will see what the call is.
But I think the defense got the message because there was nothing but purple people around him.
Yeah, very true.
I think they got the message. He is not going to be a factor today.
A sea of purple jerseys got him quickly, and it'll bring up 4th down, and the Indians will punt.
Deep for the Reapers, number 20, Rodriguez.
Looks like Rodriguez is back for the punt. Looks like number 23, Sean Murphy, will be kicking. Ball is snapped, kick is up, little pressure, but a good kick. Fair catch called for and dropped. And we'll see it's a loose ball still on the field at the 20, and it's picked up. They're going to say it's down right there, but it looks like that's going to be Indians' ball at the 23-yard line as the fair catch went right through the arms of Gonzalez and was loose on the field. And the Indians' heady play was up for the challenge and got the recovery. Looks like that was number 40, Bailey Thurber, and the Indians are back in business right outside the red zone of the Reapers. Ball's handed off up the middle. tackled as they get to the second level.
On the play, we'll await that call.
Flag on the field.
On the tackle was number
Looks like that was number 1, Devin Carrera, with about a 7-yard gain to his left. We'll see what the flag is.
Illegal shift.
Looks like it's illegal shift on the Indians, so that will negate that gain and move them back.
Good. Stop on that was number 15, Van, although we're bringing that one back. He did get up with a little leg injury there. Looks like he shook it off.
He did, so it'll be 1st and 15 for the Indians from the 28-yard line. It's interesting to see the Indians go with a 3-back set, almost like a wishbone, if you will, or a wide wishbone. And all running backs in motion, so it's a very big challenge to be able to see who has the ball and quickly attack. Running back in motion, it's handed off up the middle to the right. Looks like that's minimal gain as you say, the purple team, or the purple shirted C, was in on the tackle. Minimal yardage there as we are under a minute in the first quarter.
You know, that's actually good, you know, that the defense is really closing those holes. Once they make that decision that those holes are closing really fast and everybody's getting in on the tackle.
Looks like that was about a 2-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd down and 13 from the 26. Frieders calls his own number, runs off to his left. He's running out of space. He throws downfield, and it's almost picked off and caught out of bounds. A great catch, but he is out of bounds. Great catch by number 26, Wyatt Murphy, but he was just slightly out of bounds.
Yeah, almost picked off, though. Number 21.
Yeah. Great defense there by the Reapers.
Third down, Indians.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 13 for the Indians from the Reaper 26-yard line.
It's the first time we went to the Reaper, too.
I think it is. We have not seen much passing. A couple of passes from the Reapers, but it's primarily been ground game for both teams.
That's because the defense is starting to close down the outside tackle.
We'll see if they open up the playbook here on 3rd and long. Nope, fake handoff, and then the ball is handed off to the right, and no one's fooled there for the Reapers. As Baumbeck gets a yard, maybe 2, that'll bring up 4th and long. Actually, it's just a 1-yard gain, so it'll be 4th and 12, and I think that will be the last play of the first quarter.
That appears to be the last play of the first quarter with the score. Your Reapers 12.
So we will end the first quarter with some high scoring quickly. You know, we thought we might see a more defensive laden game, and so far we have not, as it's 12-7. We will come back with second half action after this. We are back for second quarter action, not second half. I'm jumping a little bit ahead here. It's the second quarter. The Plano Reapers lead the Sandwich Indians 12-7. Homecoming game Friday night. Wonderful evening. The rain has stayed away. It's quite mild. The band is playing. Crowd is here. It's a packed house, and looks like the Indians are looking at a 4th and 12 from the Reaper 25, and we'll see if they're going to bring out the special teams or if they're going to go for a riskier move of going for the touchdown and or possibly first down. We'll see which team comes out for the Indians, as they have not come back out on the field yet, and lots of rushing in the first quarter so far. Very few passes, and ground and pound, both teams so far. So the Indians come out, and it looks like number 10, Mike Frieders, is coming out, so we suspect that on fourth down they will be going for it.
As we reset play to begin the second quarter, it'll be fourth down and 12 for the Indians.
So on a fourth down and long, the team that's been running, you suspect they're just going to run for field position, or they're going to go passing? Looks like Frieders runs to his left. He's looking to pass, and the pass is thrown incomplete, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So a very interesting call there. I did not suspect that would be the case, but there is a flag on the field.
There wasn't a receiver in the air. Let's see what they call it.
Jim, you saw that right away, yes. And I guess he was inside the tackle box. I wasn't sure if he was out, but there was really no receiver in the vicinity. So when the ball was thrown, it's an incomplete pass, and it's a penalty. It's intentional grounding. So I guess the question is, will that be marked off, or will it just be first down Reapers? That's what we'll have to see. And a surprise there. I really thought they would have passed. And I mean, I know he threw the incomplete pass, but I thought he would go, if they're going to run out for a pass, you'd be going end zone and taking your chances there.
He wanted to try to swing out left, and he was just being chased.
Well, great defensive stop by the Reapers, and they will have it first and 10 at their own 37-yard line as they take over for their first drive of the second quarter. So there's still some discussion
how do you
with the referees. Is exactly is where to place the ball.
Yeah. You declined the penalty.
So here's the call. And just as we thought, they're going to decline the penalty. It will be first and 10 for the Reapers. But I think where the ball is being positioned still might be in question.
Well, do you actually decline that? I mean, if that takes them back another 15.
They might just take it where the...
It would be fourth down, but it would be 15 yards further back, and they had 12 to go anyway.
That's a very fair point.
So the coach does have some options.
Well, the referee did signal declined, so I think if that's the case, that the decision's been made. And we can speculate all we like, but the referee's going to make the call after he's been advised.
That's going to cost them a timeout.
But they are moving the ball back to where Sandwich had the ball previously, which makes sense.
Yeah, at the spot of the foul.
Okay, so just to clarify, it was intentional grounding, turnover on downs by the Sandwich Indians. Reapers have the ball first and 10 at the 36-yard line. Schmidt out of the shotgun, looks for his favorite receiver, number 7, Lucky, who looks like he's going to get an extra yard or two, but that's about as far as he's going to go on a great tackle there.
Could not get the corner, and that stop was by number, since he turns my way, 21.
It's like they said, Bomback, right? He's been all over it tonight, offensively as well as defensively. That'll bring up 2nd and 9 for the Reapers, leading by 5 early in the second quarter.
Which is interesting. They play Bomback as a monster back. He goes toward the strong side. Interesting.
Ball is handed off to the right and cuts back to the left as Jackson. Looks like he'll get a couple of yards, but there's another flag on the field, and we've been littered with laundry so far.
Yeah. Stop by number 51, Leon.
And it looks like it'll be holding on the Reaper, so that will move that back and negate that run.
Holding on the Reapers from the spot of the ball will replay second down.
So they'll track this. They run Bomback as a monster back. They will keep him toward the strong side. He calls the side of the field he wants to go. Let's see if that's true. I've seen him switch left to right.
So with that holding penalty, it's 2nd and 19, and we'll keep an eye on that.
Exactly.
Schmidt out of the shotgun, dumps off to his receiver on the right side of the field. And it looks like he will be out of bounds. Looks like that was number 18, Keegan Cullison.
Number 11, Jimmy Rock.
for a short gain. It'll get them back under the 10 yard that they need. Looks like it's actually, I take it back, it is 3rd down and 10 for Plano at their own 29-yard line. Schmidt out of the shotgun, pressured, dumps off to his wide receiver, who is tackled immediately. Great play as Padilla gets a couple of yards, but not enough for the first down.
Tackled by number 21 Bomback. Yeah, you know, they do run him as muscle. He will go toward the strong side of the field all the time.
So with that, it's 4th and 5 from the 40-yard line, and that'll bring out the special teams for the Plano Reapers.
So you know how you beat that is, once again, you go, let's get to this play.
Shettles to kick. Indians back. It looks like that's Dylan Bomback again back there. High kick, end over end. And it looks like that'll go out of bounds right about the 33-yard line for the Reapers. And the Indians will take over. Jim, as you were saying.
Yeah, you got to use a lot of motion there, because once he gets set up, go into motion, change the side of the field, and put him on the weak side of the field.
Exactly. So we'll see if they apply that throughout the second quarter here, knowing that he's been all over the field. Special teams, offense, defense, you name it.
He's all over the defensive field because he lines up toward the strong side, which is the most likely side the play is coming on. They're trying to free him up to make the tackle.
Handoff to the left. Running still is Dylan Carrera. Dylan Carrera is Devin Carrera. Extra effort. Looks like he may have enough for the first down. That's a great run as he kept the legs pumping. It looks like he has enough for the first down.
We're not even going to say who stopped him, because nobody should have stopped him. He did an extra 5 yards himself with his legs.
Yeah, great.
What an incredible run.
Great effort there, maximum effort there on that run. Excellent. So 1st and 10 from the 44 for the Indians. Pitch to the right. Bomback runs to his right, letting his blockers lead the way, and he may have enough for a first down yet again as he's over midfield. Looks like he's down about the 44 or 45-yard line. We'll see where that's spotted. Nonetheless, it's a 1st and 10.
Yeah, stopped by number 10, Gonzalez.
So the Indians moving the ball well on the offensive side, rushing the ball, and primarily rushing to the right as well as up the middle. Frieder's under center, running back in motion. Ball's handed off to number 1, Carrera, who runs to his left, and is great open field tackle by the Reaper. Right there, looks like that was Van, I think?
Yeah, it was Van. Yeah, he did not let him turn the corner, and that's the key to that play. Do not let him turn the corner on that.
And Carrera has the speed to go down the sideline. Good block. He was able to shed the block and square his shoulders, make an excellent tackle. Bringing up 2nd and long. Frieder's pitches. Running to his right is number 21, Bomback, for minimal gain, maybe 1 or 2 to get back up to the line of scrimmage. That will bring up 3rd and 10 from the 43-yard line for the Indians, and we'll see what they're going to do, as they have not been much the passing team so far tonight. So we'll see if they open the playbook on this.
He got it.
3rd and long.
That stop was by number 20, Gonzalez, and what a great tackle that was. That was right at the line of scrimmage. He moved in there and didn't give Bomback any room.
Yeah, back-to-back solid defensive plays we've seen. Great open field tackles. Should get the Reaper defense up and running. Ball's handed off up the middle and then ran to the left as 3 Reapers meet him for minimal gain.
Yeah, it's number 21, 99, 60. All the Reapers were out there.
Yeah, and that was run by number 20, Nicholas Lidninski. I got to get that name tonight. Nonetheless, 4th down, it'll bring up the punting team for the Indians.
We have some rain going on out there.
It looks like we did. Very good, Jim. I was just going to mention that. I noticed that as well. Number 23, Sean Smith, back to kick from his own 45-yard line. And I was going to say the ball snap, but there's whistles and a flag. Dead ball encroachment on Plano. Looks like they were offsides and there was some contact. So that'll move the ball up 5 yards. Still making it 4th and long. So it's, oh, no, I take it back. I thought it was moved to it's 4th and 7. It'll actually be 4th and 2. So with that, we'll see if Coach Casey will bring out the offense, and it looks like he's going to.
Yeah, I think they're going to go for this.
Well, that's a gift right there if you're getting 5 free yards before you're ready to punt the ball.
So this is great time for Reapers defensive stop.
We'll see what the Indians do here. Fake and a bootleg to the left is Frieders, and he has nobody to stop him until he gets well of the first down, and that keeper will get the Indians another first down.
That was a great play, great deception, and tackle by the left sideline.
He called his own number, tucked the ball, and he's got enough for a first down for the Indians as they're starting to press and are down to the Reaper 23-yard line. First and 10. Frieders goes back. He's pressured. Throws off his back foot. And the ball is picked off. It goes to the 30, down to the 40, to the 50. He's got one man to beat. Can he get the ball? And the quarterback will actually save himself and make the tackle. Great kickoff by the Reapers all the way back down to the 30-yard line. There is a flag after that.
That was Gonzalez.
Run back.
That was great.
Great pickoff by Gonzalez. We'll see what the flag is.
He called that. He followed it all the way from when he saw number 1 in his position.
And Frieders threw off his back foot, so he didn't have the crisp pass he was hoping for, and it kind of floated a little bit, enough to have Gonzalez get under it and get that pickoff.
That was great. But Gonzalez did a great job tracking his guy, did not get fooled by the play.
Yeah,
did not get suckered in. Did not get suckered in.
He read the quarterback's eyes well and was waiting for that ball, as the Indian receiver could not get any position. Let's see what the call is here from the flag.
Simply a great play, plus 10 yards.
Pass interference on Plano. Personal foul. Plano.
So it's pass interference on Plano and then personal foul on Plano, so that will probably negate the interception, which was a true interception, but apparently it was only an interception due to the pass interference, which is an interesting call. It didn't, not sure if that was the play, but nonetheless.
Those at the house right now, replay this. Let us know what really happened.
That was an interesting chain of events, one I've not seen in my first season of high school football announcing here. So that very interesting call. And with that penalty, let's see if they call one more time. That pass interference call they will accept, and that'll move them half the distance to the goal line for the Indians. So if I'm calculating this correctly, it's first and goal for the Indians, maybe from the 7-yard line, it looks like. Actually inside the, it's actually to the 5-yard line, first and goal. Ball is handed off as a running back goes to his right, breaks a tackle, and will be able to drag runners in for a yard or two, maybe a yard or two short. Maybe he got 2 or 3 on that.
Yeah, and we're going to give the whole left side credit for that tackle.
So it'll be second and goal. It looks like it'll be spotted from the 1-yard line. We'll see what the Indians do as they rush the field, and they go with the quarterback sneak. And Frieders is in as he spins once and twice to his right for the touchdown. 1-yard touchdown run, Indians. And the Indians take a lead 13-12. That's Frieders' first touchdown of the night. And he will hold. It looks like Murphy comes in for the extra point for the Indians. Ball snap. Kick is up right down the middle, and the extra point is good as the Indians take the lead with 6:44 left to go in the first half at 14-12 after some crazy chain of events that we saw right there. Very interesting play with the pass interference, the personal foul. I think the personal foul was actually on the tackling, and it might have been on the sideline, but the pass interference, very, very crucial call, which is given Sandwich a second opportunity, and they've taken full advantage of it to make it 14-12.
When we started today, we said that this game is going to be decided defensively. Whoever can make the stop, and of course, penalties. So
Very penalty-ridden game so far. Lots of flags. The referees are going to have some sore arms tomorrow after throwing the flags out so much. So we'll see the Indians kick off from the south side of the field to the Reapers, who will be waiting on the north side. Looks like number 21 Rodriguez will be back for the kick. Number 23 Smith for the Indians to kick off. Again, with 6:44 left in the half. A 2-point lead for the Indians. Kick is up. It's a squib kick and knocked down at midfield. Smart play by the Reapers there. Looks like that was number 24 Padilla. Knocked the ball down instead of panicking. He just fell right on it. Gives them good field position as they will start out about their 45-yard line.
Take that in. Great field position. I always like it when there's a lineman up there and he gets the ball and the lineman gets a chance to run.
That's always fun. That is true.
You know, those guys are hard to stop if they get a momentum.
They get a momentum going, exactly.
We're not stopping.
Two wide receivers to the left, one to the right. Schmidt out of the shotgun, hands off to Jackson, who breaks a run to his left. It looks like he will get 5, maybe 6 yards as he's tackled by a gang of Indians there.
51, Leon was there. Number 55, Musher.
Looks like that was a gain of 6. It looked like it may have been 7. We'll see where they spot it. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 48-yard line. So it's we'll say 2nd and 3. Looks like the rain is held up a little bit. There was some rain. It seems like it stopped. We'll see how that goes. Ball's handed off to the left again, Jackson. And he plows through enough for a first down to the 42-yard line of the Indians, moving the chains for a first down.
Yeah, he really wasn't stopped in it. He just kind of fell, tripped over a player.
And as we saw early in the first quarter, the Reapers' offensive line starting to surge and take charge, exactly. Another handoff to Jackson. He runs to his left and cuts back to his right and up the middle.
I'm not sure what that was, though.
Looks like that will be a gain of about 5 yards, 4 yards. 2nd and 6, that's what we'll call it here from the 38-yard line. Reapers on the move. Schmidt out of the shotgun. Ball snapped. Fakes the handoff to Jackson and runs to his left, to his right. And then he tries to find a hole to dive for the first down. Let's see if he got enough to move him.
Yeah, he's got enough. They got enough to move him.
Sure looks like he did make it. We'll see if it's spotted or if it's 3rd and short.
That's not a good spot, but
it looks like it'll be 3rd and very short, less than a yard. I was expecting to see the chains move.
Yeah.
We will see as they have two wide receivers to the right, one to the left. Ball's handed off up the middle of Jackson, who goes to his right, and he gets some room. He's down at the 20-yard line. He's tackled about the 18-yard line. If he breaks that tackle, he's got no one to beat after that. He's in the end zone. So a touchdown saving tackle by, it looks like Carrera, was that maybe? Jim, is that who it was?
I think it was number 11.
Could have been. Nonetheless, that will be a timeout by the Indians. That's their 2nd of the half, and that'll leave them with 1. Plano with all 3 timeouts and 4:54 left in the half. Reapers moving the ball again. So on a slick night when we do see some rain on and off, and looks like it started up yet again, we expect to see a lot more running. And even though we've had that,
the Reapers' deity sent that just to cool everybody off.
There's been good offense even though there has been running.
Yeah.
As we know, Plano all season, that's been their mode. They're a ground and pound team, if you will. They like to push it that way, and they're back in the red zone at the 18-yard line, 1st and 10. We'll see what they can do with their 5th drive of the evening. Schmidt has been all night out of the shotgun. Jackson in the backfield. Ball snapped. Handed off to Jackson. He goes to his right for minimal gain.
No gain on the play.
As he's met by another tribe of Indians right there.
2nd down, 10, Plano.
We'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 18. They line up trips to the left, spreading out the Indians' defense. Ball is snapped. Schmidt with a fake pass up the middle. Looks like it'll be a gain of 1 or 2 for Jackson. Indians not really fooled on that play with the fake pass, or the play action, if you will.
Who's going to call that one a scrum tackle?
Yeah.
Got the scrum.
Indians were ready for that one.
Those who don't know, scrum is a rugby term.
Looks like it'll bring up third and 9 for Plano from the 17-yard line. So two running backs in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Schmidt out of the shotgun, fades back, dumps the pass off to his right. Looks like he has some room.
Nice, he steps over.
He keeps going, and he's tackled inside the 5-yard line. Great play there. Looks like that was Torrey Jackson, number 33, yet again. Great play right there to get them to come in just a little bit on the defense, enough to open up that little passing lane, and that's all he needed to get another first down.
Across the way, it's another Reaper.
And he had to step over people to get those yards, too.
Yeah, he worked hard on that, didn't he? So first and goal from the 5-yard line, 3.5 left in the half. We'll see what the Reapers dial up on this play. Ball is fake, handed off by Schmidt, and he goes to dive in. It looks like he will make it to his right and hit pay dirt with a 5-yard touchdown run. And that will put the Reapers back up in front at 18-14. No flags on the field, so that is a touchdown. It's Schmidt's second rushing touchdown of the night, and he also adds a passing touchdown, so he's been all their offense tonight. Looks like they will go for 2 here, up 4. Schmidt scans the field and isn't happy with what he sees, and it looks like coach will call a timeout as well. So that's Plano's first time out of the first half. So as we said, Jim, ground and pound. I know we've heard that too many times probably from me tonight, but that's exactly what we've seen so far. As the Reapers have moved the ball, pretty much, I don't want to say at will, but they've moved the ball solidly throughout the first half by the running game.
Exactly.
As well as the Indians' couple plays where they've scored, they've been running the ball, and they had the long run by Baumback early in the first quarter. So lots of rushing has been the theme of choice.
Yeah, what's interesting, it's all been inside though. I mean, they will go inside and then break outside. I've seen very few sweeps. I mean, just targeting toward the outside. Let's see if they open it up for the second half. Because the running game is working.
Yes. So Schmidt out of the shotgun.
It's all inside.
He looks to his right, dumps the pass off to wide receiver number 7, Robert Lucky, for the 2-point conversion. And they will make a 6-point lead for Plano at 20-14 with 3:22 left in the half.
Well, it was interesting because that had to be a timed play because he was not there. I was looking for where's he throwing that? All of a sudden he came out.
Well, Robert Lucky, he might be small, but he's quick, and he will get there quickly, and he's got great hands. He was able to pull that in.
Basically, they had that play down.
Oh, yeah, it was almost like
yes.
It was almost like the pick play, but there was no pick. But the pass was right there. Lucky was right in great position to be able to make that 2-point conversion. Give the Reapers a 6-point lead at 20-14.
Maybe they can utilize a little bit more of that air attack with that type of timing like that. They can utilize that.
Yeah, beautifully played and beautifully executed, like you said.
Number 10 keeps the ball for the Reapers.
So the Reapers will kick off here.
Back deep for the Indians, number 1 is Devin Carrera.
Looks like Carrera is back for the Indians. The number 10, Gonzalez, is on to kick from the Reaper 40-yard line. Reapers in the home purple jerseys, Indians in the white jerseys, black helmets with the orange numbers. Ball's caught by Carrera at the 25. He goes to the 30, up to the 35, to the 40. Keeps churning his legs and gets up to the 45-yard line for great field position for the Indians. They'll be marked at the 45-yard line. So Sandwich with good field position and time on the clock with 3:16 left in the half. See if they can generate a scoring drive here. Answer the Plano touchdown that they've just given up. So 1st and 10, Frieders under center. Running back in motion. Ball's handed off to number 1, Carrera, who runs to his left. And again, could not get to the corner. We'll get about a 3-yard gain out of that. It's like number 29, Uriel Rodriguez, was on the tackle, keeping that edge from being left open. And Carrera running roughshod down the field. Be 2nd and 8. Looks like it was a gain of 2 from the 47-yard line is where it's marked. Frieders hands off up the middle to Lidnisi.
Number 20 is Ladinsky. Takes the ball across the
Looks like he will cross midfield. 3 or 4 yard gain will bring up 3rd and 4.
Number 81, Woodhouse on the stop there for the Reapers.
Frieders pitches to his right. And looks like Baumback may have enough momentum to get the first down. We'll see where they spot it. The referee has signaled a first down, so they will move the change and get a fresh set of downs, as it will be 1st and 10 from the Reaper 44s. They're on the plus side of the field now. Actually, they'll spot that at the 43, so it's 1st and 10 at the 43 for the Indians.
Number 81, Woodhouse, is at the bottom of that pile.
He is an active player, is he not? He's all over it. Frieders hands off up the middle for a small gain for number 20, Lidniski. Up to the 38-yard line as the referee will wipe off the ball with the rain coming down yet again. 2nd and 5 from the 39-yard line for the Indians. Minute and a half left in the first half. Fake handoff. Number 20, Lidnicki, again, gets a yard or 2. I take it back. That was Baumback. The 20 and the 21 is getting me fooled all evening here. Baumback with a small gain, a short gain. With about 90 seconds left, it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Indians. Frieders under center yet again. Ball is handed off to number 1, Carrera. Looks like he may have enough for the first down. We'll see where that's spotted. He's very close.
29 Rodriguez on the stop. The ball is spotted at the 35-yard line.
Number 29, Rodriguez.
Sandwich takes its final
Great
time
stop.
out of the half.
And Sandwich takes its final time out of the half. It looks like he was short. The ball will be spotted about the 35-yard line. So if I'm looking at this correctly, it's 4th and 2, 4th and 1.5. So a critical call at the end of the first half for the Indians here. If you're the coach of the Indians, what's your call on this, Jim? Again, ground and pound like they have been?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the coach of
The coach of the Reapers.
Plano here.
Yes.
Is you tell them there's just not enough. You line up against your guy, and there is not enough to stop you. There is not enough. This has to be a Reaper stop.
Has to be man on man right here.
Man on man. Who wants it more?
And this will be a defining play of the first half, because if they get the first down here, they still have about a minute to work with, and they'll be. They're not going to be in the red zone, but they're getting close.
This is like the tipping point, because both teams have been evenly matched so far. So taking this drive would be the tipping point for the half.
It'll be an interesting play in this chess match here. We'll see what Frieders does when 4th and short. He almost got the Reapers to jump, and let's see. They are going to throw the flag. If there was contact, it'll be encroachment, and that'll get them the first down. And that hard cadence called by Frieders was enough. Dead ball, foul, encroachment is what it was, because there was contact. So as a result, that'll move it to 1st and 10 for the Indians. And I guess I'm not sure if we would have guessed run, pass, or penalty, but nonetheless, they have a first down yet again. 1st and 10 from the 30. Ball's pitched to the right. Baumback looks for some running room and has nowhere to go as he gains a couple of yards down to the 26-yard line, so maybe a gain of 4. They will have to move quickly as they're under 40 seconds in the half.
Number 56 on the stop there.
Gain of 3 makes it 2nd down and 7.
Second and 7. Frieder snaps, fakes the handoff, runs and he's being pressured, and he will be sacked, and the ball is loose. It looks like it might go out of bounds. I think it did go out of bounds on a huge hit by the Reapers. 2 defensive linemen all over the quarterback. Got the tackle, jarred the ball loose, but it looks like it went out of bounds at the 49-yard line. So the Indians will have the ball with 23.2 seconds left. And a dramatic play that really brought them back.
Rodriguez just really got in the backfield there, chased him down.
They got in the backfield, and that really stalled this drive as they will have the ball 3rd and 30. 3rd and 30, I did just say that. From the 49-yard line of the Reapers. I don't suspect we'll see anything fancy here. I think we'll just see a handoff, and we'll see if the Reapers are going to use both timeouts to see if they can get the ball back one more time. Ball is handed off up the middle.
On the carry is
Number 20, Lidnicki, with a couple of yards, but not enough. Timeout for the Reapers with 18 seconds left in the half as the drive is now stalled.
Yard line, 4th down and 25.
And with a kind of wet field, a little bit of a wet ball, 4th and 25-yard line for the Indians, it'll be an interesting play to see what they'll do here. So here's a question. I'll go off the deep end a little bit. If you're the Indians, do you snap it and not punt it and just try to run out some of the clock? Or do you punt it away, figuring that you might have the chance of muffing a punt? Because we've seen that once or twice tonight with 18 seconds left in the half. Or is that just out of the realm of possibilities? No, I got you puzzled. I got you thinking now.
Yeah. No, you kick it. You kick it.
I would think you would kick it. You'd play conservative, kick the ball, let Plano get the ball, and I guess I would go with a high kick just to.
High kick. Give it to them after 20. They've got to go 80.
Yeah.
10 seconds won't happen.
And if they do that, well, then they've earned it. Agreed?
Exactly.
So we'll see the special teams come out for the Indians. No surprise there, as number 23 Smith will kick for the Indians.
That's because the Indians are listening to this broadcast.
Number 20, Rodriguez.
It looks like Rodriguez is back for the punt. They come, and the ball's tipped. It looks like it's blocked. It is picked up by the Reapers and tackled as another interesting chain of events occurs at the 45-yard line. The Reapers will take over. So that punt did not go very far at all. It may have not even made the line of scrimmage.
And that was Woodhouse, number 81, who did that.
And with 12 seconds left, the Reapers will have the ball at their 45-yard line. And now it's an interesting question of what type of play do you want to do here? Because you've been running the ball. You have another timeout because you've used 2 and you have 1 left. If you're the Reapers, it'll be interesting to see what type of call they have here.
Downfield. I think the timing of the Reapers tonight has just been incredible from the receiving perspective. So you got to put that on the map.
They haven't thrown a ton of passes, but I have to agree with you that taking a shot downfield might not hurt. And if they get picked off down at the 10-yard line, well, then that's what it is. Schmidt out of the shotgun, fakes a handoff, calls his own number, goes to the right. He's to the 50, and he's going to try to get out of bounds, and he does. Maybe short of the first down. Looks like the clock stopped with about 11 seconds left in the half. And I'm not sure if he had enough for the first down. I think he's short. Yeah, he is short by a yard. Looks like Carrera with the tackle.
If you played football in the system, you practiced this play since you were in 5th grade.
The Hail Mary, if you will.
Yes, to chug it down.
We'll see if they're going to go to that.
You practiced it for the last, 10 years of your life.
And I don't question Schmidt's arm. I just don't know if he can throw the ball 50 yards. But we're going to soon see at this pace if they're going to take that chance. And now the referees are meeting. I'm wondering if they're trying to figure out where the spot of the ball would be, or if it's a time clock issue or what it is. I wonder if that's the question. Looks like Haynes had a question. It is the time clock. It looked like
9 seconds.
So the time clock actually is at 10.5 seconds. It needs to be run down to 9 seconds, we're being told. So it's set at 9 seconds. So they have a play, maybe 2 left in the half. We'll see what the Reapers do here. A quick technical difficulty on the clock. That's being fixed quickly by our staff. So 9 seconds left in the half. Schmidt at midfield, out of the shotgun. Ball's handed off to Lucky, who goes to his left. He's got a blocker, and he gets to about the 40-yard line, and he's tackled there. That may be the last play of the half we'll see, as he's tackled with 2.3 seconds left, and he gets the first down.
Tackled by Murphy, number 34.
So 1st and 10 Reapers at the plus side of the field, the Indians' 40-yard line. 2.3 seconds left. Now are we going to see the practice 10-year Hail Mary pass, or are we just going to see a kneel down, or are we going to see a run? I figure they're going to do some type of offensive play. I don't think they're going to kneel the ball down and go into half with the 6-point lead up 20-14, do you?
Actually, since he's been practicing since 5th grade, there's no cars in the street. You know, I think
there's no dogs running in the way, so he's going to air it out. So if Jim Gibbons is a gambling man, we expect to see some type of deep end zone pass. So now the question is, how many wide receivers are you going to come out? Are you going to split 2 right, 2 left, and spread them? I'm assuming that's what you're going to do. Or are you going to stack one side of the field?
Yeah, I don't think they have that formation. I've only seen trips and then wide.
So I would expect that they will go with trips. It looks like Cullison's out there. He's tall. Lucky's out there, number 7. Looks like number 10. Gonzalez is out there as well. They're all to the right. Jackson's in the backfield with Schmidt. And it looks like the Indians will kind of play a prevent defense as they drop people back. Schmidt is pressured as he throws out to his right. And it looks like that'll land untouched, incomplete, and that will end the first half. So an exciting first half, lots of scoring in the first half, more than we thought we'd see. We'll go into the halftime with the Plano Reapers leading 20-14 over the Sandwich Indians, and we'll be back for second half action. Welcome back to Fox Valley Television in the second half of tonight's homecoming game. We're about a minute before kickoff. Plano Reapers leading 20-14. 2 rushing touchdowns by Bryson Schmidt, 1 passing touchdown. 14 points by the visiting Sandwich Indians, and we're almost ready for second half action. Jim, thoughts from the first half?
Exciting game. I think as we started out the game saying that this is going to be, the tail of the tape is going to be defense. Can the defense put the stop and turnovers? And we've seen 2 critical turnovers here with the that turned into points. So
and lots of penalties. It seems like it's a little bit sloppy now. I know it's a wet track, so maybe that's what it is. But it seems to be a little bit penalty-ridden, maybe is the better word to say. Nonetheless, the Reapers will kick off in the second half. They'll be kicking from the south side of the field to the north side where the Indians will line up. Looks like number 10, Gonzalez, will be kicking off. And back for the Indians, looks like it's number 20, Nicholas Lidniski. And we're ready for second half action. Rain has subsided, looks like a little bit, but more showers in the forecast, so we'll see if we can get the second half in a relatively dry fashion. Referees have been carrying around towels already. due to the moisture and the precipitation. So do you expect we'll see more rushing will be the theme of choice tonight, or will we see passing, especially with the slick weather? I figure we'll see more rushing.
I think rushing, but I think the team that's going to be able to do the 10 and outs is going to be the team in the end that's going to be victorious.
And we'll see what the Reapers have on defenses. They will kick off, and Indians have the ball. Looks like that one might go out of bounds, and it will. Flag comes up from the side judge, and that'll be a Reaper penalty to start the first play of the second half, as we've seen. Penalty-ridden first half.
Oh no, I got to tell you, I don't count the ticks. Kicks as
true.
That's true.
Yeah. But either way, a legal procedure on the kickoff, and that will give the Indians good field position as they start out at their own 35 with their first drive of the second half. It's like Frieder's out there, and actually out of the shotgun. Oh no, he's under center. Ball is snapped and handed off up the middle. Minimal gain as the whole Reaper team pretty much made the tackle there. Looks like there was got a gain of 4. That was number 20, Nicholas Lidinsky.
78 Russell on the stop for the Reapers.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 6 from the 39-yard line for the Indians. Frieder's under center. Ball snap, hand off to the right. Running back breaks the tackle. Almost bowls over another runner as Nicholas Lidinsky, strong running there, enough for the first down.
Number 10 on the stop there, Gonzalez.
That'll move the chains for Sandwich, and it's their first down of the second half, and they are on the move.
Once again, they keep bouncing just right outside of the tackle.
They do. Well, it doesn't seem like either team really has this speedy running back. They're all quick, but not fast enough to get the edge, but they're using between the tackles very effectively. And there's another run up the middle for minimal gain. And that's Lidinsky yet again. Looks like he might be back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. Put it at the midfield stripe, so it looks like it's 2nd and 9, maybe 2nd and 8 from the 50-yard line.
Defense holding tight.
Running back in motion, ball is handed off, and he's met there by most of the Reaper defensive line, as that was number 1, Devin Carrera on the rush. Minimal gain.
On the tackle, number 81 is Woodhouse. And number 59, Jake Wynn.
Looks like that was 81 Woodhouse, as we've heard his name pretty much on every play. He's been dominating
basically
on the defensive side.
Basically, that was just the right side of the line.
So early in the third quarter, 20-14, Reapers are ahead of the Sandwich Indians. 3rd and long, and we will see if the playbook is opened up for the Indians or if they're going to continue with their running game, which has been solid most of the evening. Ball snap, pitch to his right. Bomback gets a little bit of room and will bust forward with a late surge. Let's see if he has enough for the first down. He's very close. We'll see where that's marked. As the referee wipes off the ball, let's see where they mark it. That'll be marked at the plus side of the field for the Reapers. The Reaper 44-yard line. Looks like it'll be 3rd and 1. Actually, I take it back. 4th and 1 for the Indians, and no doubt they're going to go for it here.
Rodriguez on that last stop.
Back in motion, ball's handed off up the middle. And it looks like the Iowa will move him well past the first down yard marker. And that was number 20. Strong running again by Nicholas Lidinsky. That'll be a first down for the Indians. That's their second first down on this first drive of the second half. And they move the chains yet again as they are now down to the Reaper 36-yard line.
Number 10, Gonzalez on that last stop.
Back in motion. Ball's faked up the middle, hand off to the left. Where it looks like Bomback will get a gain of about 6 yards. He'll be put down at the 30-yard line.
Number 20, Rodriguez on the stop there.
From the 35.
Looks like it'll be 2nd and 4 from the 30-yard line, and the Indians seem to be moving the ball, and the Indian offensive line is imposing its will on the Reaper defensive line at the moment. Running back in motion. Ball's handed off up the middle. He'll be close to a first down when the dust settles from that run.
Brought down by Russell, number 78.
So that was 20.
And number 40, Nunez.
Ladinsky on the run.
Ball will be spotted at the 37-yard line. 3rd down and 1.
So the Indians moving the ball on their first drive, and we'll see on 3rd and 1 what they can do.
It's interesting what you said. If you take a look at the line of scrimmage, they're getting 2 yards just off the snap. They're just literally pushing the Reaper defense back.
Yeah, great push in front. Another handoff goes to the right this time. Looks like they will have enough for the first down as forward progress will be whistled. Looks like it's inside the 25-yard line. Looks like they'll spot it about the 23-yard line for another first down. And looks like there's an injury there.
On the tackle was 56 Chernick along with number 11.
They're waving over the coach, but it looks like number 56 is coming off the field.
We'll make a stop. Chernick.
Yeah, it looks like that is Drew Chemick. He's walking off the field. He'll be replaced by another defensive player, and 1st and 10 for the Indians. It looks like the 24-yard line of the Reapers. And there's no reason to change what you're doing if it's working. If it's not broken, don't fix it, correct? As the Indians are rolling down the field so far. On that carry, they were not fooled. No gain there. I think that was number 20, Nicholas Ladinsky. Looks like that was for minimal gain. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I mean, the old axiom is you run the same play until they stop it.
And they're not running the exact same play, but they're just running a variation of that play, which seems to be quite effective. Reapers can't figure it out. Let's see if they can hold them here closer to the red zone. Some movement by the Reapers. Ball's pitched to the left. And a great open field tackle. 21 Baumback, the runner.
That was Woodhouse.
Along with number 20,
which once again, that was a great open field tackle. He just wrapped him up.
Dropped him quickly, and maybe that's even a 1-yard loss. So that's a TFL, as they call it, right? Tackle for loss. So it'll be 3rd and 11. And with a 3rd and long, we'll see what the Indians do. They have not passed the ball once in the second half and did not pass it much in the first half either. We will see what their choice of play will be on this 3rd and long. Running back in motion, ball's faked off the middle, and looks like that was number 21, Baumback with the rush, but Reaper's not fooled as cornerbacks came up quickly.
Number 20, Rodriguez read that perfectly for the stop there.
To bring up 4th and 10 with under 6 minutes in the 3rd quarter.
And that's the kind of play that changes the momentum of the game.
It did. That is a drive stopper right there, and we'll see with 4th and 10, the 24, maybe 23.5-yard line, what the Indians are going to call here. We'll see if they try the cadence. They don't. They fade back to pass. Frieders drops a pass deep. It looks like he might have his guy, and he overshoots his wide receiver who collided. That was Baumback, and a good sportsmanship by the Reapers to make sure the player who went down, looks like that was number 10, Gonzalez, making sure Baumback was okay. As he went down on a hard fall, that incomplete pass will be a turnover on downs, and Plano will take over for the first time in the second half at their own 24-yard line. Ball is handed off up the middle.
Number 9, Dimitri Coker.
Looks like that is number 9, Dimitri Coker, who has not seen the first half action. Sees some second half action. He is the Reapers' leading rusher. Looks like he gets a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9. So he is in the backfield along with Torrey Jackson as well as Bryson Schmidt out of the shotgun. Ball's handed off to Coker. He runs to his right. He eludes one defender and is tackled out of bounds as he gets a decent gain. Looks like that's a gain of about 4 yards. Looks like it'll be up to 31-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 3, maybe 3rd and 4. We'll see where that ball's spotted.
Stopped by number 23, Smith, who rode him over to the right sideline.
3rd down. Looks like the Indians were going to blitz. They jumped a little, but now backed off. Schmidt looks at the coach, gets a play, signals Coker as well as Jackson. Snap is high, ball's handed off to Coker, who runs to his right and looks like he has enough for the first down as he moves the ball to the 35-yard line. That will be a Reaper first down, their first down of the second half. And it looks like coach is telling them to hustle up to the line and keep that line moving. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for the Reapers.
They're going no huddle.
Ball snap, Schmidt calls his own number, fakes to Jackson, runs up the middle for about a gain of 4, maybe 5. We'll see where that's spotted.
Stopped by number 76, Conrad.
A gain of 4 will make it second
And the Reapers look like they're going to go quick here, as it'll be 2nd and 5 from their own 39-yard line. Ball snap. Schmidt calls his own number, fakes a handoff to Jackson yet again, and is tackled for about a 4-yard gain, maybe a 3-yard gain. Closer to midfield, looks like he stopped about the 43-yard line. Should bring up 3rd and short. Looks like we're going to spot it 3rd and 2 at their own 43-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Schmidt out of the shotgun. Looks like Coker behind him. Ball's handed off to Coker. He breaks through the middle of the line and breaks 1 tackle. Moves out to the 40, to the 45, down at the 40. Big gain by the Reapers, and that'll move the chains again. And they are in business, and on the other side of the field, the positive side, or the plus side, as we've been hearing, the 42-yard line, 1st and 10.
Number 21, Baumbeck on the stop there.
2 running back set. Ball's handed off to Coker, looks like. No, I take it back. That was Jackson. A minimal gain there. As the Indians were not fooled by that.
I know, but still, the Indians are tackling by New Jersey, and that's going to come back to haunt them. They're going to wrap these guys up here. Or you're going to see those 10, 15-yard
You can't tackle a jersey. Legs are what moves the runner. Ball's handed off. It looks like that is Jackson. He runs to his right. He will get an extra couple yards. I take it back. That's Coker. That's my second miss. I apologize. That's number 9, Coker.
On the stop, number 5.
And that looks like that's a gain of about 6 yards.
Ball will be spotted at the
Bring up 3rd and short. Oh no, that actually has enough for the first down.
They're moving the chains across the way. It's another Reaper.
Did not know where he went out of bounds on that, but he had enough for the first down. Ball's handed off to Coker, goes up the middle. Looks like he will gain about 5 or 6 yards. Legs pumping there. Gets extra couple of yards with that extra effort. Bring up 2nd and short.
4 makes it 2nd down and 6.
Schmidt out of the shotgun. Lucky in motion. Ball's handed off to Coker. He goes up the middle for minimal gain as he's tackled by a tribe of Indians yet again.
Yeah, we'll give the tackle to the defensive right side.
Lots of Indians were there. They were not fooled on that play. Looks like that'll bring up 3rd and 6. Maybe actually 7 if he lost a yard. So that'll be placed. Looks like the 29-yard line. Critical play on this drive right here.
You got to do a screen now. You've been doing.
They're thinking the same thing as Schmidt goes back to pass. He's pressured. He eludes one, tries to dump the pass off, and it's incomplete as he went to Torrey Jackson. Big pressure by the Indians on that one.
He was covered by number 23, Smith.
And that'll bring up 4th and 7 from the 29-yard line. And we'll see if this is this is 4-down territory. With a little over 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Looks like there's an official timeout. I'm assuming they're just wiping down the ball due to the rain that's still coming down. We'll see what they dial up on 4th and 7. Schmidt out of the shotgun. Indians pressure. Schmidt rolls out to his right. Looking for a receiver downfield. He gets number 7, Robert Lucky, and it looks like that'll be a first down. Oh, no, it was dropped. He did not hold on. He was close. He had it. Could not pull it in. And as a result, that'll be a turnover on downs as the drive stalls. And the Indians will get the ball back in their territory. Indians come out, 1st and 10. It looks like it's spotted at the 28-yard line. And we will see what the Indians have in their playbook for their second drive. Ball's faked up the middle and ran to his left for minimal gain. Looks like that was number 1, Devin Carrera with the run. Minimal gain.
Stopped by the right side of Woodhouse and Rodriguez.
Sounds like a law firm, but yes, excellent defense right there. That was a great play.
Interfered or accident? I'm sure they can.
You were injured on the job as well. You could be with guys hitting this hard.
Actually, these guys are trying to put the hurt on.
They are. Ball handed off to Carrera. He goes up the middle. He breaks through to the next level, and he will have a Indian first down as he's close to midfield.
Stopped by number 20, Nunez.
And that's a big gain for the Indians. And that will move the chains and get them almost to midfield as they will have the ball at their own 47-yard line. Big gain by Carrera as he showed that speed, got through that first level, jetted through the second level. Good saving tackle right there, or that could have been 6 for the Indians. Ball's handed up the middle. Stopped by a ton of Reapers, maybe to midfield. That was Lidniski. Ladinsky looks like he got 2 or 3 maybe yards. It looks like it'll be over midfield into the Reaper side of the field. Be 2nd and 7 from the 50-yard line, we'll call it. Running back in motion is Carrera's handed off, and he is met quickly and dropped for no gain, as they were not fooled on that end around, if you will.
No gain on the play, 3rd down and 7.
So no gain will bring up 3rd and 7 with under 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Nunez read that one perfectly.
So Jim, you're going to love the irony here. We saw the first half of nothing but scoring, and it looks like in the second half, if they don't get another playoff, we will see no scoring in the 3rd quarter. So just what we, as typical announcers, we thought it would be the first half, and it was the second half where there's been defense. So we'll be coming back for 4th quarter action with the score: Plano Reapers 20, Sandwich Indians 14. We'll be back in a moment. Plano Reapers leading 20-14 over visiting Sandwich Indians. Homecoming night. First half, nothing but offense. 20-14 score. Third quarter, all defense with no scoring. Jim, thoughts?
I think it's going to stay that way. Or I should say, the tail of the tape is going to be defensive. Defense is going to make the stops and control your turnovers. I think third quarter we didn't have no major turnovers.
We've seen it seems like it's going to come down to more of a grind here. And we'll see who's going to be able to establish the line of scrimmage. If they can, that may be the decision.
And now go back. I think the team that's going to go to the air is going to win.
Ball handed off up the middle. Looks like that's Domback, and it's Leditsky, and he will keep going. Will he make it to the end zone? He is down at about the 15-yard line. Great run as he blew up the middle and then took off down the left field line. Left side.
I don't know what happened to the linebacker, but he was untouched for 15 yards.
Yeah, very strong run, great play, big gain.
The offensive line did a great job on that one.
10-yard line were to be first and goal.
Literally went 15 yards untouched.
Well, with that big gain, looks like that will put the Indians inside the red zone and at the 7-yard line be first and goal.
It even surprised him because he was all covered up for the 15 yards. He's like, nobody's touched me. He's like, hey, I've got open field.
And he just seemed to just keep chugging along. Ball's handed off up the middle, and they inch closer to the goal line. That's about a 5-yard gain. Slowly getting up is runner number 20, Nicholas Ledinsky.
Second and goal from the 6.
So second and goal.
And the Reapers are looking for a stop, looking for a defensive stop.
Indians are looking to even this game up at 20 apiece with a touchdown and possibly take a 1 or 2 point lead pending on the conversion after that if they score. Ball's handed off, and he's going nowhere as it's handed off to the left. Looks like that was Carrera, met by a purple wall right there, and as your favorite guy who's been here all night, Woodhouse with another tackle.
Yeah. We'll credit the whole right side of defense in that.
Yeah, great stop there, and it's third and goal. Critical drive here for the Indians, as they do need a touchdown here to even this game up.
The defense knows right now, this is the time, this is the start, this makes the game.
So third and goal. Frieder's under center. Ball's handed off to number 1, Carrera. And he gets a couple of yards, but he does not get enough to get into the end zone, and we'll see. It's fourth down, and it's decision time. As it's fourth and goal, looks like the 2-yard line.
2-yard line, fourth and goal to go.
We'll see what they say. That's what the officials say, fourth and goal for the 2. Crowd is into it. Reaper Nation cheering.
This is where the defense looks at each other and just go, look, I am not going to, everybody looks at each other, I am not going to let you down.
As we said before, it's man on man. We'll see what happens on 4th and 2 here. Ball's handed off up the middle. Pushing. Let's see what there's a signal. It looks like he is in for the touchdown. Number 20, Nicholas Ledinsky, in for the touchdown. 2-yard run, and we are tied up at 20 apiece. Indians line up for the extra point. Snap is true, kick is up, almost blocked, but over the hand and through the uprights to take. Oh, it's no good. It looked like it was going over, but it was far right. Okay. So from our vantage point, we could not tell that. But nonetheless, we are tied up at 20-20 with 9:40 left in the 4th quarter.
Beautiful night, homecoming. This is what football is all about.
I said this is just getting good. So stay tuned, fans, as we have a barn burner going here.
If there's any time travelers out there, come out to the game. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah, we will see what plays will be dialed up in the 4th quarter here, as I would suspect you may see the playbooks open up a little further now that we're at this juncture in the game. Looks like the rain is kind of held up, so we're okay there at the moment, but there is slick conditions.
And
We'll see what the Indians will do.
But no team is
Special
really,
teams here.
No team has really done like the quick 5 slant.
Well, we saw the one slant on the 4th down that Lucky dropped, but other than that, you're right. There's not been much at all.
But that play is open.
He was very open. Yep. Smith to kick off for the Indians. He kicks a dribbler down the middle of the field. It's picked up at the 25, to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. He turns the corner and is tackled and pushed out of bounds about the 47-yard line. That was Dimitri Coker on the return. Huge return. Great field position for the Reapers.
And the great thing, after he hit it, he looked at the guy and just like, it's not enough for you to stop me, man. That was a great hit. It was great defensive, great offensive. But Coker looked at him just like, this is my field. This is my field.
He is a senior, and he is protecting his house, if you will.
This is his house.
As Plano has their second drive start at their own 49-yard line. Great field position as the Indians blitz. Ball's handed off to the right. Looks like that's Coker, who's going to his right, to the 40, to the 35-yard line. Looks like that'll be enough for a first down. That's a big gain. Rain coming back down again.
They're moving the chains across the way.
Moving the chains, that's a Reaper first down as the fans chant with the PA announcer, egging them on to announce that that's another first down. Looks like it'll be 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line for the Reapers. Looks like there's a player down. We'll see who that is. I'm not exactly sure if we can see the number. It might be number 1, Devin Pereira, I think it looks like. We'll see as the staffs come out to check him. I hope everything's okay. It looks like he's up. Hopping, looks like it's the right leg that's giving him some trouble. So hopefully he's okay. Good to see he's up. That's always a good sign. In the 4th quarter, we'll continue with 9:26 left in the game. Tied at 20-20. Homecoming night. Reapers and Indians tied at 20 apiece. 2 running backs in the backfield with Schmidt. Ball snapped. Ball's handed off, and Schmidt pulls it back, calls his own number, goes up the middle. Looks like that will be a gain of about 5. He's down to the Indian 30-yard line, and the Reapers are moving the ball.
Yeah, initial stop there by number 21. Ball back in, initial stop. But then the whole right side joined in on him. That almost looked like a broken play.
He, like Woodside's been all over the field tonight. Ball snapped. Schmidt calls his number again. He goes up the middle, enough for maybe the first time. We'll see where his forward progress is. He's close to the 25-yard line, might be the 26. If it's the 26, it'll be 3rd and short. If it's the 25, he might have enough for the first down. We'll see where the spot from the referee. It looks like they're spotting at the 26. They try to towel off the slick, wet football. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 26-yard line with 8.5 left. Schmidt hands off. It looks like that is Coker, who gets across the 25-yard line, will have enough for the first down. Looks like there is a Indian slowly getting up. That's Wyatt Murphy. He's slowly getting up, but he is back up off the field. And it's another first down for the Indians. It looks, first down for the Reapers as they get to the 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
Also number 40, Thurber.
2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2 running backs in the backfield. Schmidt hands off to Coker, who runs to his right. Does not have a lot of running room and is tackled. Looks like there's a flag on the field, so we'll see what that call is. Looks like that is holding on the Reaper, so that is a tough one. At least it's a first down, so they'll move it back, but it's not late in their set of downs, but nonetheless it'll be 1st and 20. Hopefully that, if you're a Reaper fan, that will not stall this drive, as we are tied at 20 apiece. 8 minutes left in the game.
37-yard line.
I know we're like 50 yards away from the action, but it looks like
21 for the Reapers.
Tensions are getting a little high.
Getting a little chippy, I agree. Schmidt fades back, looks for a little screener to Coker. gets him, but he's tackled immediately.
Coker is met at the line of scrimmage.
As at the line of scrimmage, he was met, and no forward progress there. It looks like both players have face masks tangled up,
Conrad, we have officials timeout for equipment.
and they are pried loose, and Coker is able to go back to his team, and looks like that was, what, 67, I think that was.
76 Conrad.
Oh, 76 Conrad, who was tangled up, so disaster averted there, and we'll get down back to football business at 2nd and 20.
You know, that's a long 5 seconds when you're that close to somebody kissing them.
So that's some personal space issues right there. There's a run to the left for Coker. Looks like he picks up a couple, maybe a gain of 4. As everyone helps each other up. Great sportsmanship there. It's going to be 3rd and long, maybe 3rd and 16 for the Reapers.
Number 51,
take back 3rd down 19.
Leon. Number 51, Leon on the stop.
So a long 3rd down. Looks like the Indians go back in a little bit more of a prevent as they drop some cornerbacks deep. Schmidt rolls out to his right. Is looking.
Pick him up. Great.
Gets a quick pass, which might be complete. Looks like it is, but he's pushed out of bounds, short of the 1st down, actually short of the line of scrimmage.
To number 7,
Looks like that was about a gain of 7 to Robert Lucky.
On the coverage was number 34,
Looks like that'll bring up
Jackson Murphy.
4th and
Brings up
15.
4th down and 14 for
14
Plano
maybe?
at the 29-yard line.
I can't
4th
see.
and long, nonetheless.
I can't see the guard's number who actually picked up.
The block?
The right side, the long side linebacker.
And there's a jump by the Indians as the cadence by Schmidt got them. That'll move another 5. So now 4th and 14 that seemed tough. At 4th and 9 seems a little bit more manageable. As that was encroachment, the Indians made contact. So it's 6.5 left, 4th and 9 from the Reaper 24. Excuse me, from the Indians 24 for the Reapers. Schmidt gets the signal. It's a runner in motion. Rolls back. It's being pressured. Runs to his left. Dumps a pass. It's picked off by the Indians. Back to the 10, to the 15, back to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. He's got a block to the 40. He'll get to about the 50-yard line where he's tackled. Great saving tackle by number 9, Dimitri Coker. It looked like maybe that was a lineman. But nonetheless, he brings it back to the midfield stripe, and the Indians are back in business. And we said turnovers could be crucial, and here's another one that's extremely crucial late in the 4th quarter.
But once again, you got to give it to who's at number 9 that made the stop. He had 2 guys on him. He was blocked, but he still did not give up.
Personal foul against the Indians.
There's a flag on the field. It's a personal foul on the Indians. So we'll see where that personal foul will be marked, because they're at the 50-yard line. But if it's a 15-yard penalty, it'll move them back to the 35. But it's from the spot of the foul. Now that changes the whole mix, because that will bring them back quite further than they thought. With the referee still walking, the Indians cannot be happy to see that. With that personal foul, it's from the spot of the foul. The Indians will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. So it's a turnover, an interception.
That was 4th down, so.
But that's almost a punt, and that's great field position if you're a Reaper fan. So 1st and 10 for the Indians. We'll see what happens and where their ball is actually going to be spotted. Looks like it's the 19-yard line. This is only their 3rd possession of the 2nd half. Ball's handed off to Bombach, and he's dropped quickly. Minimal gain, maybe even a loss.
By number 81, Woodhouse. Second down, 11.
Woodhouse was on a stunt on that one. He got that stop in the backfield.
And as if you joked before, he's going to get the handoff if he keeps getting in the backfield like that. Yeah. Rain coming down a lot harder as we see. It's becoming a soggy track, as they said the rain was coming with 5.5 left. It's getting very interesting at 20 to 20. Ball handed off up the middle. Ladinsky looks like he'll get a gain of 6, possibly 7. We'll see where it's spotted. We'll bring up 3rd and 4 for the Indians at the 27-yard line. So maybe make it 3rd and 3 for the Indians. Critical drive here as we're under the halfway point of the 4th quarter. Feeders under center. Ball's handoff up the middle. No gain there.
number 20.
As Ladinsky had no place to go.
Brought down by 78, Russell.
And even though it's 4th and short,
Rodriguez.
the Indians go 3 and out and will punt.
In the punt for the Indians, number 23 is
Looks like
Smith.
number 23, Smith,
For the Reapers.
is in the kick.
Number 20, Rodriguez.
And number 20, Rodriguez, is back for the kick. This will be an interesting kick. I don't think you'll send them. Figure you'll just want to play the field position game, but this will be an interesting kick and see where the Reapers will have this. It's a good kick, high kick. They're going to let it roll.
Smith
And the Indians will down it at the 36-yard line
by number 5
of the Reapers. So decent field position.
Plano will take over 1st and 10.
Tied up at 20-20. A little over 4 minutes left in the game. We will see if the Reapers can march down the field, get a shot of a field goal or even a touchdown, and make the homecoming fans come home happy. If not, we have the potential for free football as well. We'll see if we go to overtime. We can give those details if that's needed. But let's see what happens here. Schmidt out of the shotgun, puts Lucky in motion. Ball's handed off to Coker up the middle, goes to his up, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, is up to the 50. And is tackled down at the 44-yard line. A big game by Dimitri Coker.
Down by number 5, Thurr, and number 55.
And that will move.
Stop by number 5, Thurrow.
Move into sandwich territory.
And that will move the chains to the 44-yard line as the Reapers are on the plus side of the field at the Indians' 44.
I gotta tell you, the thing that comes into play right now is conditioning.
Coker up the middle. He's grinding out yards. Looks like that'll be a big game, maybe 7 yards. Bring up 2nd and short.
Stop by number 76, Conrad.
So here's my question. Coker didn't play the first half. He's their leading rusher. He's fresh for the second half. Big advantage for the Reapers right now, agreed?
Exactly. This is going to come down to conditioning. Who wants it more?
And Schmidt calls his own number, goes to his right. He's got some blockers. He's got to the 30 to the 25 as he's tackled. And there's a flag on the field. We'll see what happens there. Maybe a face mask. It seemed like he went down quickly. We'll see.
Now here's what they figured out: is they can get around the sides, but they're not sending. But they're not sending anybody around the sides.
Yep, and that's what I thought I saw because it looked like Schmidt went down kind of awkwardly. And that's a face mask on the Indians. We'll see if that's it. Looks like it's incidental type, if you will. So they're inside the 20, inside the red zone for their first time in the second half at the 19-yard line with 3:30 left in the game. The Reapers, there's a timeout by Sandwich. That's their first of the half. They have 2 left in the second half. Reapers have not used 1. And I'm thinking if you're the Indians coach, you're maybe just calling the timeout just to gather your troops and just to give them a second. As you said, the conditioning. If they are worn out, wet conditions, slick conditions, everyone's tired. It's late in the season. Most players are somewhat injured. They're not obviously fresh from being a long season. So it's probably a smart call to call a timeout and give them a moment to catch their breath and gather their thoughts.
One thing I was telling my son is like if you're playing a game and you're equally matched, it comes down to, and they are equally matched, it comes down to who wants it more.
Well, it's funny you say that because both teams are 3-3. They're very close in the conference in standings, so it only makes sense. So this will be very critical. You have to think advantage Plano right now. They got a fresh running back and they're at home, but this could be anybody's game with 3.5 left.
I'd say who wants it more and conditioning. Who wants it more and conditioning.
Very true, very true. So Schmidt out of the shotgun. Looks like maybe had a runner go early. It is. It's false start. It was on the. It looked like Coker might have went early on that.
A lot of things like, well, some of that's excitement, but some of it can be just conditioned. Just hey, I'm tired. You're not focused.
So that causes a little bit of hassle for the Reapers as they're now 1st and 15 from the 24-yard line. That 5-yard move back gets them out of the red zone. They need to keep moving forward, not going backwards. Wide receiver in motion. Ball's handed off up the middle. He breaks to the second level. Moving down inside the 10-yard line is a great run. looks like that was about a 15, maybe 16-yard gain by Dimitri Coker, as he's decided, you know what, here, team, jump on my shoulders, I'm going to run this for you. And that's a great play, and that gets him down inside the red zone. So from 1st and 15, where there was a concern, now to 1st and goal, they're back in business.
Or without that penalty, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, Indians shifting on the line. Ball handed off to Coker. He goes up the middle. He won't have enough for the touchdown, but he's inside the 5-yard line, it looks like. We'll see where that's spotted for 2nd down.
I love it when they drop the chains.
On stop was number 40, Thurber, along with number 34, Murphy.
Thurber and Murphy with the stop.
Plano from the 5.
And it looks like that was at the 5, so he's not inside the 5. He made it to the 5. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Ball handed off to Coker again, and it might be enough to get in. He's down at the 1-yard line, very close to a touchdown, but not in. So close, it'll bring up 3rd and down.
Sandwich, their second church timeout of the
3rd
half.
down and goal.
2:25 left.
Sandwich calls a timeout as a critical 3rd down stop here. I'm assuming, and I don't even want to guess, but this has got to be 4-down territory for the touchdown. Agreed?
No, they're down. Oh, yeah.
So if you're third and goal, what's your thought here? You're just going straight power football? Agreed? No question. 2:25 left. Game is tied up, 20 apiece. Rain's now decided to show itself and is really wreaking some havoc here.
You know what's going to happen? Is quarterback's going to take it right.
So you're thinking they're going to do the read option?
He's going to hold it to the outside to the right.
I agree with you. I think it's going to be a run, but I think they've been feeding Coker, and he's been running all night, or all second half. I wouldn't be surprised to see it again. We see it.
No, they should have raced it to the outside.
Now the Indians are jumping around like there was a fumble. Let's see, is the ball loose?
Yeah.
Looks like the ball may have been jarred loose, but either way, the Reapers have regained the ball, and it's 4th and goal with 2:15.
You gotta kick this. You gotta kick this.
Coker recovers his own fumble. Sandwich calls its 3rd and final timeout of the game. And with 2:16 left, the question is, do you kick like you said, Jim, or do you go for it on 4th and 1? Decision time for Coach R.J. Haynes. And the other interesting dynamic is we see Coker run. We have a super wet field, a slick ball, and the ball gets loose. Now he recovers his own fumble, but now it's 4th and 1. Now it's a tough call. Again, I think, like we've said, it's man versus man. It's one of those. Can the Reapers line manhandle the Indians?
It's a race to the sideline. It's a race to the sideline.
I think that's what you're going to see on a wet field. That'd be an interesting call. We'll see what comes up. This is a high intensity situation here.
You don't have to worry about turning up the field, but it is just a race to the sideline. Oh, look, and everybody's in so nice and tight too.
And 2:16 left.
You've got to bounce that out.
Schmidt up the middle. Let's see what the signal is. The referee signals it's a touchdown as Schmidt scores his 3rd rushing touchdown of the night, his 4th touchdown overall, and the Reapers take the lead 26-20 with a little over 2 minutes left in the game. A huge touchdown, solid play by Schmidt as he puts up 4 fingers on his left hand, showing his 4 touchdowns today. Wonderful run. Sends the Plano fans into a frenzy as it's a 6-point lead now for the Reapers. We will see this crucial extra point for the Reapers. Snap is true. Kick is up, it's on the way, and it's wide right. That's the 2nd missed extra point, and that is a crucial miss. As Shettles misses, and the Reapers defense will go into the Indians' last drive. 2:12 left, up 6 points. Is that enough is the question.
Yeah.
So that's a very interesting situation. Rain coming down hard. 2:12 left, and a very exciting game. Very high-powered offense in the first half, as we saw, or both high-powered offense. Lots of scoring. Leading to the 2020.
Don't kick this one out of bounds. Kick it straight down the middle. Kick it deep. Everybody follow your lanes. And you make the tackle.
Well, and we saw a big special teams play by the Reapers in the first half. We wonder if we'll see that again. I agree, though. Your thought right now, if you're the special teams of the Reapers, is just to kick it deep and make sure you're good. Now, with the rain coming down, I wonder if they will consider the squib at all, just because it's a slick ball and it's tough, and they've had some hands team problems, so we'll see. But I agree with you. I would kick this one deep.
With 2 minutes, you've got to leave no chance to put them deep. Don't give them a chance to get 2 minutes at the 40.
Gonzalez sets up for the 40, and he boots an onside kick.
It doesn't even
rolls.
go 10.
It's not even going to go 10. That could be a problem. The Reapers, the Indians falling at number 5. Jack Thurer lands on it at the 49-yard line. Now, that's a gamble I'm surprised that they chose, because that gives a short field to the Indians.
With 2 minutes.
With 2 minutes, but no timeouts. That's the interesting. There's no timeouts, but they are on the Plano side of the field, 49 yards away, and with an extra point, they could walk away winners here. So very interesting to see as Frieders will bring out his team for what could be the last time tonight in the fourth quarter. Again, 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. Reapers up 26-20.
Now comes down to coaching. Do they have a 2-minute drill?
Carrera in motion, balls hand off the middle. Number 20, Ladinsky. Looks like he will get 3, maybe 4 yards. He's tackled. Bring up 2nd and 6 as we're under 2 minutes. So clock is benefiting the Reapers, and obviously not a friend to the Indians right now.
They don't stop the clock for the ref.
No, they don't, as we're down to 1:45. Ball is snapped, pitch to the right. Looks like there's some room as he gets pushed out of bounds. Bombeck, it looks like there was some extracurricular activity between one of the linemen and the quarterback, and we saw a flag, so let's see what the call is here. Like you said, it got a little chippy here as it's late. Holding on the Indians, and that is a tough one, because that was a first down, and that will move them back from the spot of the foul. It'll be 2nd and 16 from the Indians' 45. We'll call it, it's the 44-45 in between, so we'll call it the 45-yard line. Crucial mistake there by the Indians to move them back. And now they're starting with this particular down further than where they got the kickoff. So not a good spot right now for the Indians. Frieders under center again. He drops back as he's got a pass. Pressure coming. Frieders is moved to his right. Looks like he'll have to run out of bounds, and he gets out of bounds about the 43-yard line. Minimal gain. He stopped the clock.
Which is interesting. The receivers when covered should come back to the quarterback, but the receivers stayed out.
They did. Looking to gain some yardage, but there was no one to throw to as everyone was covered.
I know, and which is okay, but the receivers have got to come back to the quarterback, and that's what they did, and that's going to cost them.
Well, Frieders was running out of time, so he needed to do something. So it's 3rd and 16. The PA announcers got the Plano faithful up and going.
And the rain is the heaviest it's been all night.
Yep. 3rd and long. As the ball is handed off to try a surprise move, and the Reapers are not fooled, as about a 2 or 3 yard gain is all the Indians will muster, and it'll be 4th and long, and the rain is coming down hard, like you said, Jim.
Actually, we'll get a little
We're
flash.
about a minute left, and we've seen some flashes. We'll see if they're going to try to get this game in or what we're going to do here. Illegal shift by the Indians. That penalty will be declined. Looks like it's 4th and about 15 from the 46-yard line for the Indians. We'll see what they have left in their playbook here. Plano fans up on their feet. Plano faithful cheering on their defense, hoping for a stop here to bring a homecoming win. We'll see what Frieders dials up.
Reapers Nation up.
Ball is slipped, it's loose, and he is tackled, and that will That just might seal it as the slick field and the slick ball got to the Indians as the Reapers piled on the quarterback with 42 seconds left. It looks like there's going to be a happy homecoming in Plano tonight.
You got it. Reapers deity sent the rain to take care of this game for them.
Reapers faithful quite happy. Rain coming down. It's almost like Bears weather. It's not Bears weather. But besides that, looks like Plano will be able to go into victory formation and they will be able to hold off the Indians 26-20. We'll see what they do with 42 seconds left in the game at the 32-yard line of the Indians. Schmidt out in victory formation, snaps the ball, kneels down. That could be it. Let's see if they need to run one more play or not.
Teams are hugging each other on the field, but I think, yeah, they technically look at them with full.
And that will be the final play of the contest.
They're going to...
No, they're going to do
one more snap with 20 seconds left, actually under 20 seconds left.
Final score.
They're going to let the clock run out. And that is it, as the Plano Reapers win homecoming 26-20 as the clock runs down. And let's see, officially we are now complete and it's a game. 26-20, Reapers win on a fourth quarter touchdown. Fourth touchdown for Bryson Schmidt of the night. Third rushing, one passing. He's by far the MVP of the evening.
What was really great though, before the game was over with, because the towns are so close, you could tell players knew each other and just their sportsmanship. They were out there and they were hugging each other, congratulating each other, even though the game wasn't officially over with.
So the war on 34, as they call it, the rivalry lived up to its billing. If my records are correct, now that Plano has won, they are only down 3 games, 53-50 in the 106 means. There's been 4 ties as well.
Okay.
53-49, I think. 4 Sandwich has been there. So nonetheless, 26-20, Plano wins. Happy homecoming for them. Thank you for Fox Valley Television. Thank you for the team. Have a good evening.